Hi, this is Ken Lau. In this video, I want to share with you some of the technique that we use in pivot table and some of the limitations and how we can do it in Power BI. So we have created here we created the pivot table. So what we have is the claim cost for Johor stake, right? So there are many items here, so we can just total up all the Johor's the data here. So now next thing is that if I want to have the comparison for other state with the Kerdas or maybe with Selangor state, right? You can actually click drag this claim cost again one more time, and then you right click, you choose show value as, and you can find the difference from the Selangor state, right? So each of the state is checked against the Selangor, right? So do a comparison, so we can see that so Johor is 67,000 less than the Selangor. So we can right click, do some number format, right? Just to do make it easier to read. Okay, so I have 64 and 64,000 to this. Well, in terms of percentage, what is that, right? We just drag this again one more time here, and we can right click here, summarize value. Now this time we go for percentage of difference from, and we go for again state, also Selangor, but this time it's in terms of percentage. So it's 64% difference less, 63% less than the Selangor state, right? So I can see that this is 52% less, right? So that means it's about half of it, right? Half of it is negative surprise, half of the claim cost from the Selangor. So now you get the idea, right? Now, what if I want to say I want to do a comparison between a combined state, not just Selangor. I want to do a comparison Johor compare with not just Selangor but Johor with Kedah and Selangor. So the equation would be like this, right? Kedah, maybe I say Johor, okay, and then and compare with Kedah and Selangor. Okay, so I just need to draw a line. Yeah, it's just right here. So go to view, check the grid line. Okay, so Johor against Kedah and Selangor. So it in pure table there is no such ways to combine. So we need to find out literally like this, right? It's like 40,000 in K5, K6, right? So we just type K6 plus K10. Okay, so when combination, this is 146,000. So now I can use the this current row value is say K5 divided by the combination of these two. So, and I would like to log this one here. So provided we don't change the data anymore, right? We can achieve this manually. Okay, and then we drag this down. Okay, so Kedah contain this one. So for Kedah, maybe I don't want to do a comparison. I can just remove it in Selangor as well. So I combine things right like this. So the idea is similar to this, right? So but how do we do it in Power BI? Let's look at that. We'll make use of a KeepFilter, right? So let's see. So let me just remove some of the things there. So I will just click here and then choose delete. Okay, delete this. So I don't need this item. Drag this up, cross it. Okay, so if you follow my last video, then you have already learned this all total claim. Let's just go to again, right? What is all total claim, right? So it is that you get a sum for the claim cost column, okay, and however you ignore the filter here. This is called the filter, right? This filter. So you just want to add up the total for all the state on each row. So see, this is the one, right? You can watch my another video. So then we can use the this claim percentage to do a comparison. So here is that in the total, in the all total, is that we want to add up all the state value, right? All the asset value. So it means ignoring all the filter just to get the sum, right? So in KeepFilter we use differently. So let's see one example. Yeah, let's go to new measure. So I will just say is called a KeepFilter. KeepFilter. So I KeDA Selangor. Okay. So next is I'm going to use the calculate formula, and calculate formula. The first expression is always another measure. So we use the here we just use the total claim. Okay. So it depends on the filter here, and if it's a Johor, if I only have this data here, right? Let's just have this data here. Let's just take a look. So I drag this over here. So this is just as the same as this. Okay, there's not much different. The total claim is a sum function. So if there is a filter Johor, then it will just do a sum on the Johor itself, right? If it's on KeDA, then it's do a sum on the KeDA. So that is what sum means. It will apply the filter. Now let's look at this filter, KeepFilter, right? So for KeepFilter is we use the calculate. The great things about calculate is that it can add filter or keep some filter, remove some filter. So here we learn about KeepFilter. But before that, let me just go through review another things. Let's say I'm only interested in KeDA. So it's in curly bracket, yeah, and Selangor. So we have the total for just KeDA and Selangor. That is how we use this. So it's the same as what we did earlier here. We actually just do a manual way to add this value. So I just move back to general, right? So drag this down, and then I'll separate so it's 146,000, right? This is KeDA and Selangor. So it's the same idea. Now if you use calculate in Power BI, that is what it means. Now what else we can do is that let's say that row only when there is a KeDA or Selangor, right? We will only show the value, and we only show the KeDA value. Let's give you an example here, right? So I just put in KeepFilters. At the back here, I put another bracket and enter, and this is what it means, right? If you KeepFilter, is that if it's KeDA, I keep that. I want to keep that filter. I want to do a filter on KeDA. If it's a Selangor, I want to do that. For the rest, I'm not going to show any total at all. So that is called KeepFilter. So let's come back to here, right? Is that they only show the value if it's KeDA or Selangor. So in the So basically the idea will be just like, let me just clear this out. Okay. So we will apply a filter, a slicers here on the steak. So the idea is only to show Kedah and Selangor. Okay. So that is what it means, keeping filter. So I only filter, choose Kedah and Selangor. Keep this filter. The rest don't show. Okay, so you have that value. So why do we do that is that we can also use this to create a pure chart. Okay, so we can have only the Kedah and Selangor state. So same goes to Power BI. Once you have this thing, right, we can just easily create another stack column chart. Okay, and then we drag the I drag the state here, and then I drag if I drag the total claim is everything. If I uncheck this, I go to keep filter, and this is what it means, right? If I use this measure, it only shows Selangor and Kedah. If I uncheck this, I use the total claim. There is a total claim, right? There is, yeah, here. So total claim has no filter. Say shows all the item. Okay. If it's keep filter, it's like this. So thanks for watching. Right, this is keep filter. It takes to understand. It takes a while to work on it. Well, work with the data you have and get a feel. The more you work on it, the better you understand. It's best is that you can share that knowledge to your colleague or friends. Thank you.